I mean, I just want to go back to like the 15-second mark. I think I just want to go back to that. That was crazy. Oh, you were like literally introducing everything, and it's just bam, literally won. Literally just won. I was like, oh look, they just win. Like, I'm never gonna win. They just went with it. They literally just went with it.
Yeah, they just went with it. They just went rolling. There was so much, and in the end, it was just ASC Sharu able to take it. I really like the weapons they picked, especially that L3. It was pretty surprising seeing that come out, but they were able to do really good work with that.
Oh yeah, dude, Odegaard with the L3 actually did exactly what an L3 is supposed to do, be stupid strong. Because like, just in terms of like raw stats, L3 can be one of the best weapons in the game, I think. Like, it has a very good main weapon. Like, the main weapon does quite a crazy amount of damage. It's super easy to learn and control and has more range than the average shooter. It does actually have a decent amount of extra range. It also has the burst bomb, which you believe actually goes way farther than you often think when you're fighting. To finish people off or to open with. I think opening with is even better because you get a big amount of ink if you drop them like above. And then you can just shoot. The hammer... You can do some goofy stuff with it, and in a certain situation, like it can do crazy amount of damage, but I'm still salty about it. I really wish there's a Cracker, but I think if we had the weapon with the Cracker, it would have been absolutely insane how strong it would be. Like that would be almost a Splash-O-Matic kind of level, or kind of weapon. If it had Kraken.
That thing would have been a demon if it got Kraken, and definitely what holds L3D back is that Ultra Stamp. The main weapon, the main sub weapon combination is just really, really good. It just gets held back by the state that Ultra Stamp is in right now, and it feels like sometimes you have to build around that Ultra Stamp with your comps in order to make it work, which is what we saw them do. That definitely holds it back. I still think L3D though, I feel like it's solid and still competitively viable if you really want to play it. Oh yeah,
100%. It's still quite good. It's just, you kind of have to get used to it. That said, however, the hammer also isn't all bad because it can definitely act as a long range bomb. It's basically like a long range burst bomb. That's really what you use it for. It's like, oh, someone's far away, eat. Oh, there's shield, eat. Oh, there's a splatter, eat. That's just it. Like, I play a single, I was like, oh my, no, an eater, eat. Anyway, we are next match, and it's Cartier Gucci Scarf against Zimzalabim. I really, really hope Cartier Gucci collab and make a scarf. Not that I'm gonna buy it, but you know, would be cool. That would be kind of cool.
That would be pretty cool to see in terms of seeds in round 3. This is what? Let me find it. Seed 8 versus Seed 9. So this is gonna be fairly even. This could go either way.
Oh, 100%. Let's see, both of the teams also 2-0'd their first components, being Zimzalabim, 2-0'd No Crap No Wolf, and Cartier Gucci Scarf 2-0'd Yoru. So 8-9, I think it's pretty good. What are the maps we're gonna play? I have to look them up. I, of course, am well prepared, knowing all the maps and modes that I am going to cast today.
You're starting out on Wahoo. We're starting out on Wahoo.
That's always fun.
Not as bad as Scorch and Mincemeat in my opinion, but it's still really bad.
But they ended the poll.
That does nothing! It's literally a cosmetic change. It's literally cosmetic.
No, it does something. You can put, I saw this on Twitter. You can put a Tacticooler on top of that little pole, and then nobody can get it.
What does that do? What does that do? What does that do for you, bro?
It does absolutely nothing, but it is really funny. To be fair, you can actually Ultra Stamp on it, or not Ultra Stamp, you can Zip Cast it to it, and then you have a little.
Oh yeah, that's good for Zip. That's good for Zip, man.
I don't know. It's an amusement park, yeah. It's like one of the. It's like a pole for one of the Six Flags of Six Flags.
Yeah.
Pole. I honestly don't know why they put it. They should have just put like a little like dome there, you know, like a snow globe or like a bumper car or anything. Like I really don't know what the pole is supposed to be. There's probably some map designer who got a big ass race for it. Like, oh, you did a good job. Here's like a race, but I honestly don't understand it.
Yeah, I still remember like when all like the map modes got changed that were changed in the patch, and I was on a call with like a member of Smoothie and we, like my good friend Dan, and we were just going through all of them. And you know, like for all the ones that weren't splat zones, we were just like, oh, this is a pretty cool change, or oh, I barely noticed anything. And then we get to whatever splat zones map it was, and we're just like, what the hell is that? We just kept laughing. We were always anticipating the splat zones because we were just wondering what was gonna happen. Radio tower, Minecraft sign, just a pole, a car.
The car's the best one. The car is honestly the best one.
That made me laugh so much because he was like, he wasn't on the game at first, so he's like, oh, what changed on Splat Zone's min speed? I'm just like, somebody crashed their car in a pole sum. I don't know how they did it, but it's there.
No, dude, somebody just parked it. What do you mean?
How do you park it like that? It would literally, it would end you if you parked it like that because the pole is going through the driver's seat.
So you see, I actually pushed it up there. Squids, okay, unholy sheep in chat. Squids drive cars. Have you ever looked at any background of Splatoon? Yeah. Don't want to shame on you, but these little inkling thingamajigs, they fly planes.
Is it the wrong map? I think they said the wrong map for first round.
Did they?
Yeah.
I didn't stream open. Hold on.
Bro thinks it's round 2.
Oh, they did.
Bro thinks it's round 2.
Just light it already up. Dude, if you're gonna do England Art Academy again, I'm down with that. I think it's better than pole.
Yeah, it's definitely better than pole.
Dude, imagine if they added like a little pole on England Art Academy. It was just like a hand on top of the middle.
Honestly, I think the only way they can fix Wahoo zones is if they make the pole taller.
What if they put a hand in from England Art Academy?
A hand?
Just put a Moai there from like all time.
I just feel like a giant hand.
just honestly, just put like the Moai statue there.
Yeah.
That would be
go
really
back
funny.
to the lobby. Wrong map, guys.
Back to the lobby.
Back to the lobby. Yeah, just like a giant hand saying like, just like reached out like a stop sign saying like, no.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's just like a stop sign.
A stop sign in the middle of the zone.
No.
You want to use crab tank? No.
Every time someone like shoots at it, it just says no.
No.
No. Oh, you want to use a splat thing? No.
No. You want to use your tri-strike? No.
No. Denied. Imagine if tri-strike didn't work when there was a roof above it. So you just hit like the roof and not the bottom. That'd be very funny. Yeah, I think it would be very funny. It's like, oh, I'm gonna use my tri-strike. Oh wait, the splat was a roof. Never mind.
It's so funny. But we are gonna be seeing that poll in just a little bit. And seeing some of the players here, I'm not sure which is on which team, but I do recognize some notable ones. I'm noticing like Yoshi's from Booyah Gang, Keto from Twilight's Cruzada, and V, which used to be on Opium, but Opium recently disbanded. But they're all like solid high-level players. So this is going to be a fairly interesting match here, and I expect like the other ones that are teammates, because they're not on the same team. All their teammates are probably pretty good high-level players too. I just don't recognize their names.
I think sometimes it's so difficult to recognize people in Splatoon because people often have like different kind of Twitter tags. Then they have Splatoon in-game tags, and they keep changing it all the time because
I know.
I
do it too. I do it too because like I go by NM. My Twitter tag is Ninstar123, and my in-game name is Nutmuncher.
Yeah, but I can see NM from Nutmuncher, but Ninstar is gonna make it a little bit more difficult. And then there's just me. I'm just head everywhere. Like I am simple. It's easy. It's recognizable. It's branding. For like the 3 people that follow me on Twitter. Shout out to the 3 people who follow me on Twitter.
I'm pretty sure I'm one of those.
I'm pretty sure I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, I follow you on Twitter too. Yeah,
Nice.
maybe I should just change my ads from like Ninstar123 to Nutmuncher because I only had it as Ninstar123 because NM was just too short for some things.
Dude, you should definitely do Nutmuncher.
Yeah, Nutmuncher is more recognizable for me.
I think
Thank you. Thank you, Storm Teachwork from Nightmare, for giving me that name one day in a VC. It was just one day like Nutmuncher.
I mean, I also got a hat from like a meme where I just photoshopped hats on everything, and then my team back day Blooper Inc. started calling me hats, so I kind of stuck with it.
But now we're seeing the comps coming out here. We got Cartier Gucci Scarf having Machine Splash, Wiper, and Heavy. So a fairly normal comp. But then we got Zimzalabim. They have, they have the Splash, you have your Junior, they have Tetra Dualies, which is going to be feeding a lot, and the Tri-Slosher Nouveau. I love playing this weapon. And this weapon has put Tacticooler in a very much better spot. Like, if you want to play Tacticooler, you are going to play that Tri-Slosher Nouveau. And it's made Tri-Slosher a lot better, too, with those visions. So I'm really excited to see that. And already seeing Keto trying to get something done here, but they're stuck on that wall. Booyah Bomb coming out on the zone. But Zimzal is just able to keep it going. But Yoshi's going to get crushed by that Ultra Stamp. Keto just going in, trying to see if they can get any picks, going for that Charge Slash, but the Tetras just going to be able to maneuver, but they're going to get picked off. Two of them, they're just backed up from this Wiper. Keto is just getting so much.
Keto definitely went in, did crazy amounts of damage, but of course Cartier, Gucci Scarf, the rest of the teammates also started pushing in quite deep. Here Zimzalabim is trying to get the special ready, the Junior has the Bubbler ready, and the Craptic is about to be ready as well. Tacticooler is not too far off from being ready as well. The Bubbler is deployed somewhere to protect that, protect the Crap Tank. Tacticooler is placed inside of that Bubbler, and this is a good opportunity for Zimzalabim to push, except for they lost just half their team. They're both respawning now, going back into the field with a wave break on the zone, everyone being on very low HP, the Tetris also being splattered out, and the zone still being in control of Cartier. Gucci Scarf gonna be a little bit difficult for the push in. 3 players down on Zimzalabim's side, and I don't think they're gonna hold it off much longer, as the last one got splattered for a delayed wipe with Cartier Gucci Scarf not giving in anything. But a couple ticks left on the clock. It looks like game 1 in a very dominant fashion is going to Cartier Gucci Scarf.
Cartier Gucci Scarf just got the zone at a pretty early spot, and then from there they were just able to keep hold on the zone, keep that aggression, even go into the enemy space like we saw Keto and B try to do. Well, mainly Keto with that Wiper, just like going in and getting stuff. And now we're going to be moving on from Wahoo, which is a very bad zones map. Well, not like the absolute worst, to Manta Maria, which definitely is a more solid zone map. Nothing good, but nothing bad. It's just, it's solid. It's just very solid.
But Wahoo has a pole. How is it bad? It has the pole. Again, you can put Tacticooler on it. It's bad, but you can. And I think it's funny.
I guess it's just funny then, because then what are you gonna do with that cooler, bro? It's just all the way up there. You gotta just like
you have to zipcast out to grab it. It's like a team effort.
It's a team effort, but they got no zipcast. They have no zippies.
That's their problem.
Their problem.
I mean, I don't know how the Tacticooler caster is going to use Tacticooler, but that's a problem for another day, because right now we're going to Manta Maria, a Platoon 2 favorite, and they made the street huge. Like, that street is huge. Did you see that?
I know, like, the first time I went on there, I was like, yo, street just got, like, so much bigger. And sometimes when I'm watching videos of S2, like, sets or something, I look at street, I'm like, oh, it used to be so tiny.
I don't know if I prefer the big street or the small street. I think the big street is nice to moving around, but the small street was really hard to push through. But once you did, it just felt so satisfying, and defending was actually sort of doable. Big street makes it a little more difficult, but it does allow for a lot better gameplay. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing the street here as much as, of course, it is splat zones, and those 2 tiny squares in the middle are going to represent the zones. But, okay, big question. 1 zone or 2 zone? What's better?
I honestly prefer 1 zone, in my opinion. I prefer 1 zone.
I think 2 zone is very good.
2 zone could be solid, but I am more simple brain. I just like the 1 zone better. We're already seeing 2 down going on either side here, and we're seeing Zimzalabim getting the first control, but the Splash is going to be able to use Crab Tank up top, trying to push back the members, but that Crab Tank is going to go down. Not much happening because of it. Tri-Slosher is going to get some picks. They're really solid, really keeping alive here, trying to spam fizzies too to make sure nobody is going to go in on their zone here. Claire going to be going up, using that Squid Church, trying to get on that mast here, trying to just spam more fizzy. Sees Keto just trying to spam as much as they can here. 2 down on the side of Zimzalabim as they're trying to back up. Crab Tank going to be coming out from Yoshi's here as they know somebody's on bunker, trying to push them back. Going to be getting a pick on that machine. Really solid pick there as we see Zimzalabim getting their members back into mid and are trying to fight to get to zone once again. But the Chai Slosher is going to go down and the Tetras might be able to get the pick, but they're going to be getting the trade instead.
It's so difficult to really start pushing in here, those 2 zones, making it so difficult to actually scoring points, because even if only one is neutralized, you are not scoring any points. You have to really capture both of them, which does add to the amount of team play and pushing you have to do, and the amount of coordination you have to really pull through, but it also sometimes makes it super tedious, because one little Booyah Bomb like that can neutralize the zone and just stopping you from pushing Zimzalabim. Just had it happen to themselves. They got the zone back quite quickly, but I can reckon it was still quite annoying. However, what also is annoying is Zimzalabim for Cartier Gucci Scarf, because they are pushing him in quite deep. 3 players down again on the side of Cartier Gucci Scarf. Zimzalabim, it's just going in at it back and again and again and again. Crab Tank just got used and now they were trying to recharge it. The Junior has their bubble already, and it's going to make it even more difficult for Cartier Gucci Scarf to push in. We do see a big flank coming out from the Tetra dude. Is gonna get a spell. I don't think they will be able to get one, but they're gonna make it super difficult and take away so much attention. Reef Starter coming out, get the spell on D. Very good. We do see the refract quickly, but I don't think it's gonna last all too long. We do see only the Junior alive. Izuki on the side of Zimzalabim as everyone else from Zimzalabim has been splattered, and with that a very delayed wipe comes in for Cartier Gucci Scarf. Zimzalabim having no real members left onto the field. A very good effort for Cartier Gucci Scarf, but now they have to hold that zone all the way to 4 to get a lead.
Yeah, of course they have a really solid lead, but the members of Cartier Gucci Scarf have all of their specials ready. Going to be using that Wave Breaker right at the start. Booyah Bomb going to be coming out. See the Ultra Stamp. All that's left to come out is that Crab Tank. They're keeping it just a little bit longer. The Booyah Bomb is finally going to be put on left side, keeping them back on their top left. Crab going to be coming out, trying to get picks. There goes the Tri-Slosher, and Ayato does see the Tetra, but is going to get picked off by them here. Tetra going to give jumps, and they are trying to make their way back into mid, stalling out the zone. They still have so many points to go before they can try to take lead, but they have to win these fights here. Be trying to use that burst bomb, but we see the Reef Slider coming from downtown. Not going to be doing much though, but going to be getting some distraction here. Going to be getting a trade on that splash. A little bit less Crab Tanks going to be coming out on the side of Cartier Gucci Scarf.
Yeah, Cartier Gucci Scarf just trying their best, but Zimzalabim constantly winning those small little fights is going to make it so difficult against Zimzalabim is in control of both of the zones, and they're going back in. So the heavy splatling unfortunately gets splattered there by the Tetra dudes, and they're just going in so incredibly deep, having so incredible amounts of paint on the field. And at this point, they're not really going even for the points, they're just going in for the stall. The Tetra dudes again going in for a huge flank, distracting the entire team. Still alive, nobody's pushing forward a single bit of Tetra dudes, just preventing half the penalty from, or actually having half the penalty from Zimzalabim just being served, because they just exist. Even if they're losing the fight on Zimzalabim, even if they're losing all of their players, they just wasted so incredible amounts of time for Cartier Gucci Scarf, who are finally back in holding control of those zones. But with only 40-ish seconds left on the clock, one fight could end all of this.
Yeah, they're almost done with their penalty, but this is leaving Zimzalabim in a pretty bad spot, especially with how pushed up Cartier Gucci Scarf is right now. They have to get something done, but they do have 2 specials at the ready, and there goes the penalty. The penalty is gone now, but we are seeing the Ultra Stamp coming out from Keto and going to be able to get that splash. That is not good for Zimzalabim, but they're coming back in again. The Reef Slider not being able to get the machine, and that's 3 down on the side of Zimzalabim as they're now getting down to the 20s. This might be the turnaround that Cartier Gucci Scarf desperately wants here, as the members of Zimzalabim have to get back up in there, but the Tri-Slosher is going to go down. Crab versus Crab, they're just trying to paint, but 2 down. This is so close, 3 down, and Cartier Gucci Scarf is going to be able to get the lead, and they're going to be able to take the set. It was so close, but in the end, just the literally bare last second, Cartier Gucci Scarf was just able to take it back and get the win.
A crazy comeback, actually. I didn't expect it at all, but I don't know, it's somewhere at the end. I think Zimzalabim got a little bit too greedy. They went in a little bit for those straights just to try to get some paint in. And if you have 2 players down in that sort of scenario, yeah, I don't think you're going to win anything anytime soon. That's the one downside of having 2 zones. You can neutralize easily, but you can also quite easily lose. We saw it just right here from Zimzalabim. Cartier good to cover a very nice 2-0, skipping Brainwater Springs, which does make me a little bit happy. News onto the bracket, but we're added. AC Sharu has been defeated by Clicks.
They actually got defeated by Clicks, and now they are waiting in losers round 3 for whoever wins between Grisco Gambit and Vamos Amigos. Some other stuff is Penguin and Centopia have moved on to winners round 4, beating out Everest and the Hood respectively. And White Noise, of course, is going to be fighting Cartier Gucci Scarf in round 4.
Yeah, this bracket actually has been a bit more crazy than I thought. I think we have some handful of upsets here. Especially AC Shara against Clicks. I did not expect that.
Yeah, and actually speaking of Centopia versus Penguin, we're going to be going to that immediately.
Straight away, we don't do breaks. Breaking is for losers. We just go straight on. Don't do this when you're driving, by the way.
Yeah,
don't take legal advice from me. I'm not a counselor. I'm just someone who casts Splatoon gameplay for fun. Sometimes my family is like, what do you do as a hobby? And it's like, I just yell at people playing a video game.